me know when
Hey
you're
guys,
ready.
StickiestEnd here. As I mentioned in my video yesterday, this is the base tour of Juan and a huge group of his friends. So yeah, I'm going to let Juan do the tour and explain as he goes. Over to you, buddy.
Hello, StickiestEnd's friends. This is CastleBlack. This is CastleBlack 2 right here that you're staring at. Don't turn around yet, Sticky.
hmm
This is number 2. We'll give you a tour of number 1 on
Sure.
Hitman's map here in a minute. Alright, you may turn around. This is the fighting floor, people. Each base is designed for 4 people to live self-sufficiently within its walls and never leave it for the duration of the game. You can live in these walls and never have to leave it.
Wow.
4 people to a base. There are 4 bases connected with sky bridges, underground tunnels, underground escape hatches. There is 5 contingency plans to each base to get out and in. Here's how you enter. We found out 3 years ago when we started playing the game, the safest way in and out of your base is either a jump block gap so that the zombies can't jump in, or a tunnel. They cannot dig down yet on console.
That's right.
You're entering the fighting wall. Say that you're fighting zombies, you have no ammo at all. All you have is your hunting knife. All you have is a hunting knife, guys. You can actually melee.
So you just melee, yeah?
slits.
Yeah, cool.
You can hit them, they cannot hit you. That's for PV zombies, and then PvP upstairs in this little fighting wall is your arrow slits for PvP play. It's harder for them to hit you, and you can also shoot down into your grinder in the middle of each base. Each base is symmetrical. We'll go down, and that's the outside fighting wall. For a zombie to break through this 2-block gap, they have to get through right now 3 blocks that are upgraded concrete, and then I will come through and I will put flat plates on this outer wall to make it a 4 blocks. So they have to actually break through 4 blocks just to get into this wall.
Yeah, that's never going to happen.
It's a double-walled system. So as soon as they break through that, you just come in here. You shut your jail door, you shoot through the jail door, and then they have to break through that wall or that jail door. Now, you can't see anything, so let's do this tour right. Let me give you my miner's helmet, because there's no torches in this, no light or nothing. I do that because it lags your game out really bad to have 7,000 torches within your base.
Yeah, absolutely. The lights do the same thing, eh?
So, now that you can see, I kind of know my way around here. This is how we're living during the zombie apocalypse. Pretty luxuriously.
Absolutely.
There are 4 bedrooms to each base. In each bedroom, you have your spawn bed. You got your little lamps. Each member of the base has their own safe, their own place to store their clothes, a little desk, a little kitchen nook, a stove, a sink, a refrigerator. You even have your own bathrooms in this little room back here. You've got a sink, you've got your toilet, you've got your shower. I mean, we're living pretty luxuriously during
Hell yeah.
There's 4 rooms that are identical down here. We'll go up to the first floor. This is your living floor. Oh, I'm sorry, Sledge. No, you stay out there. Alright, there you go. Maybe. This other door's unlocked. So I'm sorry, Sledge. Sledge is one of the main design team members. He's worked his butt off to make this happen, guys. Okay. He has mined for almost 115 days to make this happen.
Wow.
The mine is his place to live.
So you guys,
design a lot.
You're not duplicating.
No.
Good.
This is all done legitly.
Brilliant.
We've built this base 4 times, and my map has corrupted 4 times.
Wow.
So if I duplicated, there's a reason. I'm just sick of doing it the right way and losing my map in progress. This is the workstation.
Wow, I like this. I like this.
So you've got your little fireplace to warm you up if you run out in the cold. You got your chem station.
Cool.
You run over here. I've been messing around with this. I did do the glitch, like I told you, to bring the trader stuff. So I've got a car in my house. I did this last night. This is not supposed to be here. This is just messing around.
This is cool.
But this is your workstation room.
Brilliant.
Over here you've got your forges and your concrete mixers. This is just the workstation room.
Yeah.
a
I like
workstation.
this you've got here, like a fire pit. That's really nice. I like that.
Yeah, that's so we go to the winter biome a lot because it's like right across the way,
Yeah.
and I always forget to take my coat. So by the time I come back, I'm at like 12 degrees or something, freezing my butt off. So this is so I don't have to run in here and start the forge to warm up. I can just run in here
Yeah.
and stand by the
So have you got a burning
fire.
barrel in there?
I do, and then I
Yeah,
covered
yeah.
it up with a flat plate on top
Yeah.
so that you didn't see
Okay.
the barrel and it just looked like a fire.
Fantastic.
Now that I can go glitch creative blocks, I want a piece of driftwood over that. So now that I can
Yeah.
go to the trader and get a piece of driftwood off of his
Yep,
property,
yep.
I want to take that flat plate off and actually put a piece of driftwood over there so it
All
actually
right.
looks like
Fantastic.
your third level. This
Wow,
is
this just keeps on going.
Yes, your third level is your bee cage level. It's so that you can fight bees on Horde Night.
Yep.
I put zombies, set them all the way to high.
Okay.
I set block density to 100. It's as normal. And we fight out of these during Horde Night. It's actually very boring during Horde Night. The base does all the work for you.
Yeah,
You
I
don't even
bet.
have to fire a shot.
Fantastic.
So we've got our gardens up here. These gardens they are fertilized. So
Okay,
everything
yep.
you stick in these little flower beds will feed 4 people. It is absolutely self-sufficient for 4 people, the wood and all. Every base is connected with a sky bridge.
Okay.
I could
wow.
talk you
Yeah,
over
yeah,
my
yeah.
grinder design. I came up with this 3 years ago when the game first came out. It took me about 6 months, me and Sledge and his wife, to come up with this grinder system. But all it is a piece of it's your fence, your barbed wire fence panels.
Uh-huh.
Between 2 spikes, and all that creates is a grinder. So anybody that walks into this will actually get stuck
Yeah.
in the barbed wire. They're taking damage from the barbed wire, and they're actually getting grinded by the spikes. It's the best thing we can come up with without junk turrets, without electric fences, without all the stuff PC has. Hopefully one day they'll catch up and we'll get all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. But, yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Brilliant.
This is the start of CastleBlack 2. I'll give you CastleBlack's base tour as soon as Hitman starts his map. As soon as he tells me he's ready, we'll jump over there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you are.
All right.
Wow.
But that's the Fighting 4, and it's absolutely wonderful. I mean, you could stay in there, never have to come out.
Dope.
Sledge has started a mine.
I love how
over
you've
here,
got the flags on there as well. It's just, yeah.
Yep. And then over here
So nice.
is CastleBlack's contingency plan number 1. So there is a tunnel, leading under the Fighting 4 actually to this garage. So this is how you get out of the Fighting 4 if all 4 bases fall. You exit to the garage via a tunnel underground, and you get here, and this is where our mini bikes are stored. Mini bikes also give away your position, so you'll never see a mini bike emblem on my map because I don't want players to know where I'm at.
If you put a lock on it, it will sort that out.
Does it still come up on the map though?
No.
I thought it did.
Only to I think it might to your players, it might to your allies, but it won't to hostiles or randoms. So if you put the lock on the bike and lock it, you're all good.
So we're on 115. We've had several Horde nights on this map, and after we built the Fighting 4, it is boring. It is so boring, Stickiest. So what we figured out to do, and this was me and Sledge's bright idea, we give rules on Horde night. Instead of using everything that is available to you, which right now is absolutely everything in that base, all you're allowed to have is a pistol, sandbags, and wood building blocks. This is where we fight. This is where we now fight the Horde night because it's too boring to fight it in the base. We die several times every Horde night.
Yeah, it makes it interesting. Makes it interesting,
this
though, doesn't
thing is destroyed in 2 seconds every Horde night.
So you have to rebuild.
Yeah, well, you have to rebuild, and you actually have to build while you're trying to defend yourself. You're not allowed to use spikes. You can't use anything but sandbags and wood
so the whole thing is made out of sandbags, essentially. I see.
Yes. The cool thing about sandbags when you craft them and place them is you can actually run and pick them up.
Oh, okay.
So you could build structure as you're running.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
We haven't finished this yet. This is just a rough layout of kind of where I want the sandbag bunker to be and how I want it to be done.
Sure.
What the fuck is Hitman doing awake?
Hey, Dreamer, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, now that that's the Fighting Thor's design and our ideas on how we're going to expand, I'll go ahead and let you
Alright.
leave.
Nice,
I'll
nice. Yeah.
join Hitman's map and I'll give you a tour of CastleBlack.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
I
shall see you in
got
a
sent
minute.
invites
Alright.
so you get inside. He's done some amazing things with this design.
We've done.
Hello again,
I
guys.
might have designed it.
Yes,
Second part
we
of the
definitely
tour.
have.
Second part of the tour. Obviously, Wan and his crew. So yeah, I'll let them do the talking. Over to you.
Welcome, Stickiest fans. This is CastleBlack number 2. This is actually number 1. This is the original design. I'm changing a few things on number 2. But let's give you the tour. As you walk up to this, I want to show you this wall design. This wall design is zombie-proof. So in your pit, if you look down here, Stickiest, you'll notice that wall is angled. So I've got
it is.
a wedge,
Yeah, I see.
a wedge tip. So zombies pathfind it. When they pathfind it, there's a solid block in front of them. They beat the hell out of that block. They'll beat this block. If it's angled with ramp and ramp wedge tips, they don't see it as a solid block. They see it as a path to find through, to try to go up, not to beat. So this is actually impregnable by zombies. They can beat on the flat part of that. This part, that's 7 blocks deep.
Wow.
They'll be beating on that until they're 7 blocks through. It'll take them absolutely forever. And the parts where it's ramped, they won't even beat on. They'll just try to pass them.
Have you thought about putting water in there? Any thoughts?
I
on
have.
doing
The only thing with this game, water doesn't look good on this game. You can't get water to stay flush. It's so hard to build with water in this game and make it look good.
I
It
agree.
doesn't behave the way you want.
So, and I like where you were going with the idea of water and moat and castle and old defense. If you can't get to me, you can't siege me. That's perfect, but it doesn't work in this game because I can't figure out how to make the water look flat on top, not look all nasty. And
sure.
so maybe one of these days they'll change the water physics of this game and we could do that. You enter this keep through this side, so I've ran into several problems while building over the years on this game. Some things are centered on 1 block. Some things, like the drawbridge, are centered on 2 blocks.
Yeah.
So to fix this problem and be able to use everything that's available in the game and keep it centered on something, we've got the west
and
the east end of the base centered on 2, and the north and the south end of the base is actually centered on 1. So anything they ever add in the game, you can use in this base somewhere, at least on 2 sides. That's why it's not symmetrical, and there's 2 windows and 1 on one side. It's close. It's as close to symmetrical as we can get it, so that we can use everything in design that they put in the game.
Exactly.
Wow.
You'll notice, if you look up, this is your main keeps, your main sky bridge structures. Let's go in the main keep, which is your middle area. So none of this has the bells and whistles yet. There's no bedrooms. There's no sexy curves in here, and that's
you've got to get it furnished.
This
really
was just
have
built
the kind of workshop
in
setup
3
that I
days.
set up on.
So, say what?
You still kind of have the workshop set up on the corners.
Yeah,
The
there
bottom of
is
the tower.
workshops. Hitman did that himself, and he can give you a tour of the towers. And we'll go up this central staircase.
And in the dungeon area, we have a workshop there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Down
this
below.
is your main keep, so up here I want like a church steeple and a big dining room and stuff like that. This is just 4 rooms
Now
right
these
now.
walkways connect to the wall, and then go left or right, and you connect to each tower.
Oh
at the
yeah, I
lower
see.
half.
Okay, yeah.
Correct.
You go this way. I can show you this real quick.
Wow.
Right over here, since we had the unused space down here, I decided I was going to come in and just kind of fill it in and put in a little workshop. And if you want to throw a bed down in here or any of that,
Okay, yeah, cool.
it's just big enough to kind of have all 3 of your main tools, storage around for what you need, and then a respawning case. Nothing
I do
special,
like
but
this. Yeah, you're right, Hitman. I do like this.
it's a nice little simple design. Nothing too big, nothing too elaborate.
Yeah,
And
it
all
works.
this stuff is
you know?
hidden. All this stuff is hidden from the main.
Exactly, and it's all buried inside. It's also buried inside the wall, surrounded by the impenetrable blocks from the zombies. So they're not gonna get to these.
Yeah.
There's no way to get in there.
It's completely safe in here. That was
nice.
the other nice thing to this setup was when I saw it, I was like, you know what? Why not use it? It's perfect. They'll never get in there, and of course you can lock it with the hatch, and they're not getting through that anytime soon.
That's the second floor.
Okay, cool.
You'll notice too, around my walls, every bit of this is set up with these bars. Okay, these bars on this
shoot
level
down if you need to.
Exactly.
You can shoot down into the grinder from up here.
Yeah.
And I do that. That's for function. That's not for aesthetics or anything. That's for actual function of defending your base. Not that you need to. This base will actually kill everything that comes.
Basically, the spike pits themselves.
By itself. I mean, you don't even need to fire around on this base either. You could sit here and be bored night.
Yeah, you could basically sit back. The only thing you have to worry about killing,
and just watch your base kill them. This level is your corner tower, defense towers. This is how you get to all four corners of the base.
The rooftop of each tower as well.
To defend, you could stand, you could fire, stand behind your barrage, reload, fire, stand behind your barrage, reload.
So, how many of you guys actually built the structure? How many of you are there?
On this one, Juan basically laid out the structure. Me, Celtic, several others kind of just gathered all the materials and kept him supplied for the process.
So I would lay out the blocks, and they would come behind me with nail guns and cobblestone, fill it in. I'm very particular and picky who I let do that. Sledge is one of the only ones I will actually let help me place blocks, and that's because he's a damn genius, just like I am. The guy can look at what I do and mirror it to perfection. I mean, he's worked with me for years on this game.
Cool. Second question. How long did it take you?
It took us exactly 3 days to build this to where it's at right now.
3 real life days?
Yeah.
3 real life days.
Yeah.
We started, about 80 days in one?
And you had already mined most of the materials to do this.
Yeah, we'd already been on for like about 80 days playing, goofing off.
And again, no duplication.
No
ground.
duplication.
Cool.
We designed a similar tower up north by where you were actually when you spawned in.
Right.
To the west of where you spawned in, and Juan didn't really like the way it was laid out in position, so we decided to move somewhere else.
Because we had to dig into a mountain, and the mountain it just was not ideal. I didn't like it.
We'd have had to take out like an entire mountainside, and it just was
because that's one of the issues, isn't it? Finding flat land to build the structure.
That's why you see the fighting floor. That's why it's sitting where it's sitting.
Yeah,
exactly. Now, like originally, this spot when I showed it to Juan, there was a little campsite here.
There was
if you look to our south, there's the gas station that's right there to the south. It's just 2 hills away from here.
Okay.
We're not far from that area. Like, we're right here on the edge. If you look at the map, we're really close to the river. It's just over that hill to our east is the river.
And the burn traders close by.
Celtic, me, and a few other people again in the past on previous maps have built at this exact location.
Wow.
So we knew it was big and flat enough. And then when I brought Juan here, he was like, "Yes, for building it here. Yes."
I know it sucks. It's in the desert.
You just know when you know, don't you? You just know when you know. So
exactly. When you feel it, you just get that feeling like, "Yes, this is the spot."
This is my bedroom. I've not furnished it or anything, and I'm having problems building up more. You can see there's structure underneath. Like this should not have any problems, but it was where we moved the mountain that messed the physics of the game up. So I'm not able to make a cathedral ceiling.
If you come and you look actually to the west, you can kind of see past the trees that I have out there for just a little extra wood.
What you guys...
That mountain partially rendered, but not really.
Yeah,
is the fact that we have
where
tunnels.
The original outline was.
Now we're getting to that. I'll give you the
we haven't gotten to the mines yet. We haven't gone there yet.
Yeah, but that's where we got a lot of the supplies. Tunnels running all over the place.
That's where we're headed to next. So you can kind of see from here. Now also, you can always walk along the roof here.
Yeah, that doesn't...
To get down below. So if you want to get down to the wall quickly from up top, you can just come right down here and drop down.
And on CastleBlack 2, where you're walking right now, will be on top of the roof, about three blocks above this castle peak. On CastleBlack 2 will be another walkway, so you'll have your corner walkways, and then above your peak, about 3 blocks higher, you'll have another walkway that you could go and fight the center of your base from up high.
Sure.
But like I said, I tried it here, and we're having so many building problems
above.
It's an immense site. I mean, this is it's huge. It's absolutely gargantuan.
And every design, I design contingency plans. There's four ways in and out of this base, not including the underground tunnels.
Yeah.
So that's 5. There's always 5 ways in and out of a base, so you're never trapped. Say they ever get in here, you can get out underground. You can get, you know what I mean? So
yeah. Cool.
Like we come back inside, we'll show you now. Like, you've seen all the corners and all that stuff. How it's the 1 and the 4, the gates and the jump points. Those open holes on the north and south side, you can actually jump clean across.
They're jump gaps.
So if you're getting chased by a horde, you can run straight at that gap and just jump. You'll clear it. They won't. They'll fall right into the pit behind you.
I need you to trust me. Dreamer's wanting me to show off his tunnels, but you're gonna have to.
I have to trust us on something real quick.
I was just pointing out that's where
you're gonna have to trust me, Sticky.
I promise this won't hurt. I'll even go first to show you.
Ah, you're good. Got hay bales down there.
Yep.
Goodbye, sir. That's how we get to bedrock in 2 seconds. Later.
Just go straight. Don't move front to back. There you go.
That's the fastest way to bedrock.
Brilliant.
It's our one-way express elevator.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is the tunnels that
let me get my gun out so I can put the flashlight up for you.
And everything. Dreamer has been working his butt off on making these tunnels connect to everything. And
do you know you can actually make an elevator type structure using hatches?
We could, but there's ways to do it.
If you can use any hatch.
But how does it look aesthetically? Like,
it doesn't really look.
I mean, down here it wouldn't be too bad because it's not really somewhere you're trying to show off, I guess. But
I try to show off everything. That's why this spiral staircase comes all the way down to bedrock, Sticky.
Yep. This spiral right here. This is the staircase that you were looking at upstairs.
Maybe the hatch thing's not for you, but you being you, I would imagine you could make it look good. You know, so
I probably could.
So basically, you just put a hatch down, and then you'll put a hatch every sort of block all the way up. And then you'll
you just like spam open hatches
and keep them all closed. You keep all the hatches closed, and you'd open the hatch, like the bottom one, and then you'd basically enter it, close the hatch, and then it will shoot you straight up. Almost as quickly as you come down here. So something to think about.
We'll have to try that.
Hey,
Dreamer.
Dreamer.
We'll have to give that a try.
Dreamer. Dreamer, construction plan. I need you to dig a hole all the way to the surface for bedrock. Dreamer.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea.
Elevator.
Hey,
now, if we go down this tunnel here, though.
Okay.
If we follow this all the way in, you'll pass the nitrate or the oil shale right there that we just passed right at the edge of the line. And we've kind of left that to kind of keep it a little smoother, but that's one of the reasons. Like right here, some more.
Wow.
This is the one place in the game you're gonna find oil shale is the desert.
Yeah.
That was one reason I like this idea. Now we have a little workshop set up here.
This was our temporary.
We've redesigned the entrance a few times. This little ramp here leads into the original. As you see, I'm kind of going up and out of the way.
Where are you, buddy?
It's filled in.
It's dead end now. It's dead end.
This little hole right here.
Oh yeah, I see.
This is the original entrance. It's now a dead end. We filled it in, so there's no point in going all the way up. Now, if you go down the tunnel here to the side, that was the secondary design. And this design kind of came up in the courtyard of the castle. So at the end of the day, it was decided this was going to get sealed as well. But we'll still eventually use it for mine shafts off to the sides and actually exploring the area a little bit.
The only reason that Dreamer did this, the only reason I closed this off is because I wanted like little villager huts on the inside of the castle walls, and then I didn't realize I didn't build the castle walls like big enough. So on CastleBlack 2, how you've got 6 barrages and then your tower, I've got 10 barrages and then a tower. So I've got
he actually increased the scale more.
Wow.
So that I could build little villager huts and little temporary houses for people that join the map and stuff.
Now, the other thing with this is from here, we can connect to this mine shaft from the north. So if you go through this tunnel here that I'm standing in, and you follow that all the way down, you'll head back up towards the Harrison area, towards the prairie area.
Yeah.
The
plains,
that is
all the way
our
across
CastleBlack, though.
This we can go from here all the way up north. So our escape contingency from here is literally,
It's
all right,
legit.
abandoning the castle,
Yeah.
we can jump in and haul ass to the opposite side of the map on Horde Night, under the map,
Nice.
without ever going up to the surface.
Wow.
Or if someone's up there, we can bring them
that's
down
also
here from up there.
a good reason why they've dug these tunnels so wide and so tall.
Uh-huh.
It's our underground highway. That's how we get from one end of the map to the other, and that's so that one bike can be going one way, the other bike can be going the other way, and never hit each other. You never have to stop, move, because the tunnels are too
Now the thing is one thing
I
that
suppose
will
you
say
have
with
to
the
be
mini
careful
bikes
as well
under the
because
map,
the sand, it doesn't have great structural integrity,
it
does
doesn't,
it?
and that's why
If you build your
notice around
tunnels too
here,
big, they collapse.
That's why I've got a bunch of little post areas.
Yeah,
if you
I
look
noticed
around
that.
Here.
Yeah, I noticed
Some of these,
that.
like this one, I'd assume this one's probably kind of useless, but I have it here just to be safe.
No, for sure. Yeah.
But some of these are in here to actually help support the ceiling and just make sure it doesn't cave in. Because when we initially dug this out, was actually before we ever built the castle here.
Mm-hmm.
This mine was originally here on the mountainside, on that little slant shaft, the first original mine shaft. And then when we moved here to build the castle, Juan decided, you know what? I'm moving this inside. So the mine decided to move the mountain into the mine.
Tell me that's not a winning strategy. Don't you second guess me, miss. I'll shoot you in the face with that gun.
Shit. I ain't second guessing nothing. I'm
Do you know
agreeing
what you
with
guys remind me of a little bit? Neebs Gaming. Have you seen any of his
Neebs
videos?
Gaming, yes, Neebs.
Yeah, Apps Bro
Neebs.
and all them guys. It reminds me of that a little bit.
All right, well, I'm gonna call out Simon right now.
the
Hey,
other
Dreamer, Dreamer.
The other thing you'll notice here, Sticky, is
Yeah.
because we're in the desert, we have this little cooling pool here.
Okay, yeah, cool.
We'll never need water because we can always
Dude,
fill up and refill
shut
this with
up,
a bucket.
man. That ain't no cooling pool. That's
Your
my
infinite
grotto.
water.
Bitch, scoot over.
Your infinite water strategy. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
infinite water, but it also works because it's the desert.
And
you
that,
can
that
jump in there
also,
and cool
watch
down
out
when you're
doing
overheating.
this. Any viewers watching this, watch out doing this on a world, because this will crash your world as well. This
Yeah.
infinite water pool, it will. So only do
It
one
can.
and do it away from your base. That's
Yeah.
protein.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Good advice.
They're very nice to
Alright.
have, but they
Should we go
can
back up?
bug out your world again. They're
Lead the
very
way.
nice though. They're very useful. I
They
won't
are.
lie, the pools have saved our.
I have to
pools
say,
saved our
guys,
lives
it's
several times.
quite an incredible thing you've done here. Absolutely incredible.
And the
Thank you.
CastleBlack design literally spawned from me one day bored, turned to one like I want to build a castle.
And he looked
Yeah,
at
that's
me.
the thing.
I got
That's
you.
just it, guys. I've seen castles on this game, and this is, again, it's castle-like, it's cathedral-like, it's kind of a few things rolled into one. Very unique.
And all the castles, and I did this on purpose, because I remember years ago playing Minecraft, I thought, I had a good idea. I want to build a rocket ship. So I'd go on YouTube, and we'd look on YouTube, and there's 20,000 rocket ships built to perfection. I'm like, well, shit, that's a shitty idea. I want to be
That's
the first.
Yeah,
You
sure.
can't do that on 7 days. Go on 7 days. I challenge any one of you to find a castle that's close to this on YouTube. But
No.
you're not going to. You
No,
won't.
there isn't. A lot of
Not
the
with
castles you
different
see, they're
detail
very
and depth.
sort of, they're obvious.
Flat.
They're
They're
there's-
flat
yeah.
and they have no depth.
they're
And
just
I
square
have seen a couple-
and yeah.
Right. I have seen a few that had a little bit of depth, but they're still like they're people. And it's hard for me to explain my building techniques and how I do stuff, but I never start with a flat wall ever.
No.
I
okay,
always
cool.
start with building depths and layers, and that's what makes things stick out.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure.
And back to the first floor now.
Wow.
So as you see, that design kind of why we added the drop elevator in.
Yeah, no,
because-
absolutely. You're going to
Well, I
be up
think
and
It's a
down.
little
I think
while
it
to
will
go
make-
up those stairs and down those
Wow.
stairs. Gets you a little dizzy at times, but
Wow. If I just do
At the
a
end of the
quick
day-
run around the actual,
yeah, go for it.
Absolutely.
what do you call this
Yeah,
again?
go
Castle. Say again.
CastleBlack.
Black.
Castle Black. Okay. I'm just gonna do a little run around so everyone can see exactly what the deal is. Wow.
You need some food too?
We also changed the pit on Castle Black too. We made it to where the zombies don't fall in the pit; they actually walk down. Because I really don't like fall pits. If you look at all the mega bases on YouTube and stuff, everybody has the boring fall pits.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I'd rather. That's why it's called the Fighting Four too, because there's no fall pit. You actually have to fight them off
Yeah.
your base as they're
Yeah.
walking into the pit. I don't like fall.
And of
pits
course,
right
you know, it's all experience, isn't it? You're missing out on
It is.
experience if zombies are
Right.
killing themselves. So
It really is. I mean, with Castle Black, we stuck with the fall pit, even though it's not the huge fall pit like some people do, going down like 30, 40 blocks.
So even though they
It's a
go down 3
3-block
blocks,
drop.
they're breaking a leg and you can
Yeah.
still kill them. So.
do one of you
Exactly.
guys
They're
want to
still
get a
there.
mini bike in front of here and turn the light on?
Yeah,
And
right
then
here, right here next to you. I'll turn the light on for
hopefully
you.
I'll get a real good screenshot. Yeah. look
Oh
at that.
yeah.
Wow. That
Yeah,
is
don't
just-
mind the top of that. Construction's still in progress, people.
Yeah,
haven't
it's-
Yeah,
seen
the
it yet.
rooftop still has a little work to do. We're still trying to figure out the mechanics.
It's
Because the physics
absolutely
are kind of
amazing.
screwed up. But
Wow. Yep. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm impressed is enough of a statement to make. It's incredible.
All
Absolutely
right,
incredible.
before you leave, there's one rule about using my expertise on helping you build on your map.
Uh-huh.
You see what I'm holding? I get this for free on your map. You give me a nail gun, I'll build you a house. You know what I mean? If I don't get a
Yeah,
nail
we
gun,
already
I'm
took one
building
on
you
my
a...
map.
Yeah. Cobblestone
One other
without a
thing.
nail gun is just horrible. For
One
sure.
other thing you gotta make sure you have for one is a mining helmet.
Yeah.
I want
yeah,
a mining
yeah.
helmet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is
A
the
mining
stuff
helmet and a
that...
nail gun, and he will build you a freaking.
Every
beast
one
a
of my
base.
friends knows I'm not mining anymore. I'm not gathering food anymore. I'm not farming. But if you give me this, and a mining helmet, stuff gets done on your map.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh yeah,
Keep them fed and hydrated.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. You just got.
you
You
got
got.
that, and then just keep food
I
and
will
water
build
around.
you a house if you feed me and water me.
Sweet, sweet.
Just like a plan.
All right, guy. I'm just going to do a quick
Let's
little.
stop.
I'll do a quick little outro, and then I'll stop recording. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. Might give you some ideas.
I hope
However,
it inspired someone.
Yeah, I mean, to replicate
hope so.
this would be quite something. So still, I have to thank Juan and obviously the crew, Hitman, Sledge, nice guys.
Sledgehammer, Hitman, Country Girl, Zombie Angel, Warrant.
Uh-huh.
There's a bunch of them that need
Celtic-
a shout out.
Celtic Dreamer even.
Dreamer.
Fantastic.
Celtic Dreamer's our main mole. So is Sledge. They're moles, man. But
Okay.
Sledge
Yeah.
is a building mole. That motherfucker can build anything.
Cool. Right, well, I'll wrap it up here and I will stop the recording. But yeah, amazing.
Thank you, Skippy.
Absolutely amazing. I'm recording again. I just want to show, actually, while we're here, obviously the hatch thing. So, because there's probably a lot of people out there that don't know this.
Yeah, that's true.
You watch
Yeah, I
this
don't
guy.
hear about it.
Yeah, you don't need to open the bottom
Look
one.
at it, and leave the bottom open.
Yeah.
And just close
There you
that
go.
one, and up you go.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice.
We're using that. Castle
So
Black.
guys,
We're
You're
definitely
gonna have to
using
show me
that.
this, guys.
Boom.
We'll leave what we have set up, Celtic. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
'cause
that's gonna wind up being implemented in most of my builds. Do
Nice.
that, and then alongside it, just do another drop elevator like we do.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
down fast, up, elevator fast.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And then we'll
that way-
center that on the east to west wall, like the elevator down is on
Yep.
the east to west wall.
So yeah, I mean, yeah,
the
you
other
could
one will
basically,
go
you know, you have your elevators go up, and then you could have your drop, the J-suit right next to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got your up and your down all in one sort of little area.
One little mine shaft or elevator shaft, so to speak.
Yeah, yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, but yeah.
All right,
So, yeah.
all right,
I think
boys,
it's another
on the
way they
Trump
can put
wall.
the
Let's
E's.
build the wall.
Yeah.
Trump wall. We're building the wall.
So yeah, you said, what do I want you to build? Build something that incorporates this one. Build something that incorporates this.
A
Into
giant
it.
penis. And
A
you
giant
spit
penis.
out the top.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, dude.